You want to come back? All right. Hey, Nana, what are you going to do this out? Yeah.
Hello, my sister. What time is the next?
I don't know if you guys have been on a safari before, but this is a very different safari. It's called a captive park. We do not allow predators to hunt. So we're not going to look for a lion going after an antelope. Definitely no. And I'll show you guys lots of lions, and I'll show you guys how we feed the lions as well. I usually say this to my guests before we go. Lion feeding is not an action movie. It's a lion grabbing a piece of meat and eating. So our expectations, we're going to leave them there, okay? You'll see African wild dogs and cheetahs, hyenas, as well as leopards. Hyenas and leopards is a walking section, so you get to stretch your legs a little bit and look at the animal. Zebras and giraffes and various antelopes are here in the park. So I don't know what you're going to see, but I'll drive as well as guide. If you see anything interesting, we'll stop and have a chat. It's important that when I drive, you remain seated. Firstly, the roads are bumpy. Secondly, this is South Africa. I don't even have a driver's license, so I suggest you have The gaps on the sides are for pictures, not for your body parts. So keep your hands inside. Good? You have a question? Yes. Every time you ask me a question, they $10 in my pocket. Yeah? What's your question?
Are there any Asian lions?
No. However, we're going to see an Asian leopard.
Oh.
Oh, let's go.
I know so.
Let's go.
where we call them McDonald's restaurant. The McDonald's of the bush. Because you find them everywhere like a McDonald's restaurant in town. So they're supposed to be everywhere. But also if you look on their bumps, you will see them leave their stripes. Those are the follow me marks. They use them for communication. And when you put the stripes together, they actually do form it. So without the horn, those will be the females. Usually in a herd, there's about 40 females with one really lucky guy. So, but he doesn't keep the same position forever. So each and every year, in a couple of weeks from now, there's going to be a season called the rutting season, where he's going to be shining live and guys and girls. Are we okay? Can we go? We have a dog in my house. As you can lie here. You have a dog in your house? Not yet, so you gotta get a dog.
Oh my goodness.
You should go, huh?
The male, I think
too much TV. You watch too much television. The only lions that we're gonna see today are Kalahari lions, which is what you're looking at now. You'll also see a white lion and a tawny brown lion. The Barbaries and the Asian animals and the blah blah blah. No, not today. So his name is George and he is with his 2 females. And I can promise you guys he earns the female. So if you go on TikTok and Instagram and he says George the Lion, he's gonna pop up with his 9 million followers. So he's obviously making money for the company, we can pay him back. That's why we're spoiling it. This is what you call looking after animals very well. So it's a Kalahari lion, like I said. Kalahari lions are very dark to blend in with the kind of vegetation that you find in the Kalahari. Compared to a tawny brown lion, a tawny brown lion will be a little bit lighter on the mane. So they're pacing. No, they're not pacing about the dogs. They're pacing because probably they can see the car that brings them food. These lions are going to be fed now if you don't chop. You have to recognize the hand that feeds you, right? So they know what the car looks like, what it sounds like. Unfortunately, kids don't have a good sense of smell, so they cannot smell.
Those guys in the car. They are so terrified. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello, lion.
And ma'am, where you from?
Lion coming.
Oh, Joburg. And you guys at the back, where you from? Joburg. Sir. Okay, I'm confused. You guys have questions?
Huh? They all said Joburg, so I just said.
Not now.
Hey, cool. That's nice. Are we okay, guys? You guys have questions? This is the wisest safari I've had in a very long time. Has a monkey? Does he have a name? His name is Monkey.
Where are they going to feed them?
Excuse me?
Where are they going to feed them?
On the other side of that second road. But we're not going to see the feeding in this enclosure. We're going to move on to the next enclosure and wait for the feeding. Okay. Are you guys ready to go?
This is it.
Let's carry on.
I have a picture.
how you drive away. You do not go up on trees. All cats can climb up on the trees except for the cheetahs because cheetahs have unretractable claws. She got up. Can you see how these lines are so lighter compared to the ones that we saw in the previous camp? So this is what you call a Tony Brown lion. They're naturally lighter. They can't get as dark as a Kalahari lion. And this is how they carry the recessive gene called leucism, which can produce a white lion. So a white lion is an originally South African lion. You don't find it elsewhere naturally so, except for South Africa. Now the male that is pacing, his name is Masana, and he's got his brother sitting down over there. That is Ben. So Ben and Masana are sharing the 4 lionesses in this fight. It's very normal. This is what you call a coalition. So basically the boys are born together in the same fight. They will grow up to compete with their own father. Father will take them out to avoid them killing him. Now instead of going their separate ways, they will help each other to survive and eventually take over a pride together where they'll have to share the females as well as the food. Think of it as security because the primary job of a male lion is to protect the pride. Now, can you imagine a threat coming to George? He's alone. If a threat comes to Masana and Ben, there's 2 males actually protecting. And this is why they have all the mane. The mane doesn't only cover the head and the neck. They have a patch on the elbow as well as on the side of the stomach. So these are the go-to areas when they're fighting with other lions. So the mane is just to make sure that claws that are very long and sharp won't get through to the skin because he could easily rip a vessel and lose a lot of blood on the process of fighting. So usually when the males are sharing, there has to be the most dominant one, the one that gets the first preference of everything. So if you look at Masana walking, he's slightly bigger than Ben. So the more he fights, the more he mates with the females, that increases his level of testosterone, making his mane to be very big. And for lions like George, because he's a Kalahari, his mane will get big and dark as well. So when the females are on heat, then, Masana gets the girlfriend. But guys, because they're sharing, the females will have a good time with both the males. So eventually there's going to be 2 fathers, 1 baby born with no DNA test. But they will love the baby together. Females are smart, right? So these are the lions that are going to be fed in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead to the feeding spot and talk some more. Good. Right here in the middle. So after today, the next feeding is next week on Saturday. We only give them food on Saturday and Sunday only. Monday to Friday, no food. We stuff them, we teach them a lesson. So you see, predators are not like us. Firstly, they're eating unprocessed food, right? And also, they don't even chew the meat. They bite and swallow, which takes even longer for them to digest. So we need to give them enough time to digest the food. But even so, I mean, when we say a lion has had like a full course meal, we're looking at 20% of their body weight. Your average male weighs between 200 to 290. Now 290 would mean they'll need to eat 60 kilograms of meat at one go. Can you imagine if they had to eat that every day? How many antelopes are we going to be left with? Nothing. So after having such an amount of meal, that can last them for at least 2 weeks without eating anything. The only reason why we feed them often here is to make sure they don't look at you guys as some yummy steak. So we're saving your lives. You can say the magic word. You're welcome.
But the rest of the day,
trying to find words. Okay, so let's not think of animals in human form, right? How many meals do you eat a day, sir? 3 times, and in between there has to be snacks and more, right? Because you're using a lot of energy. Firstly, you're eating processed food. Secondly, I'm talking, you're listening. After this, you're gonna have to eat something because all this is energy. But a lion sleeps 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day sleeping. Sleeping long hours saves a lot of energy, and on top of that, eating unprocessed food, you don't need to eat every day. So the food that we eat, they take now to digest. But a raw meat in the stomach of a predator takes a very long time to digest. Do you understand?
Is there a success ratio for hunting?
It's very little. Yeah. So most of your predators don't know how to hunt. I mean, lions are called king of the jungle, but they only have less than 20% chance of actually catching food. So if they only have 20% chance, using all the energy the whole day only to hunt and not come back with anything, they can actually die from starvation. Do you guys understand? So we feed them because our property is very small to allow our predators to hunt. So the total space that we have is about 1,600 hectares. And the law of conservation says you need at least 10,000 hectares upward so the next animal can have a fair chance of escape. So putting a live animal in here, you kind of know how the story is going to end. The animal is going to try to run away, but where to because there's so much fences. So that is considered to be cruelty to animals. And this is why we feed. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there's a gentleman outside. Can you see the guy outside?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
There's no curious now.
He does work here, but he's got the best life insurance ever. So if he dies, his wife will cry somewhere in Dubai. So don't mind him at all. So he's an animal trainer. They study animal behavior. So they spend a lot of time building relationships with his animals. So when you book his tours, he jumps out and he starts interacting with the lions and he starts bringing them closer to the vehicle. As for me, when I grow up, I want to be that girl.
Is it the one who's going to feed the animal?
No. They feed the animals in a. It's a pig tent.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
The animals.
Yeah.
We're talking about animals, ma'am. Animals. So can you imagine, ma'am, lions having less than 20% success rate when they hunt, having to help the females to hunt, not catching anything because of that little amount of chance they have to catch the food, coming back having to fight off other lions so they don't steal his girlfriends. It's not going to work. And also, males are bigger than females. So females weighs between 120 to 190 kilograms. Males weighs between 200 to 290 kilograms. So it's easy for the females to run in their weight, right? But the lions will be here in a few. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Those are the guys next door.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe they can see the guys this side moving and they're telling them, hey man, I don't like how you're looking at my girlfriend, but if you come here, I'm gonna trap you. It's a territorial call. They're warning them off their pride. So now going back to the hunting part, the lions are going to be here in a few minutes. Just look at your lioness. Behind the ears, they are a different coloration. They are black behind the ears. These are the follow me marks. They need to use them to actually coordinate the hunt. So they use the motion of the ears to actually communicate with each other when they're hunting. Now the males do have the black on the back of the ears, but it's covered by the mane. So they won't be able to communicate with it. That's another reason why they don't hunt.
Love the action figure. Yo. May the action begin.
Yo. Cukup pokoknya Lena. Hai, kape. Yo. Okay, they all got the meat. So once they get, they just sit. Huh?
Makanya wena o ibesit. Sona di jare ngoma nyela. Yawa.
Yeah.
So it's like how do you let it build up? How do you let it build up? Tell about it for the whole day.
And I get the ribs I didn't get now.
Yeah. One more we try to get peace.
Remember we try to get peace Ukraine. Under stress.
Hi. Go by the exciting and I around the other side. Hey, Mama. So, I know what do you feel like upon now? Come around the line and I before.
What do you go here?
I'm going to go quick. Ow. So, pissing an air will last for a week. It's hard to treat.
I wonder now what you know about. How far out of the Taman?
Asia. Asia, yay! What do you want to do? Patroncella na mo.
Get a lot of Ziki.
I want to sugar loads. I think maybe you could have all that the whole day together.
Eh, oh, go to Loshella. It's very kissing a new one in Yana. It's a my little Lola. Lola is later and Lena.
I want to come out and a piece of
And you don't have the whole weekend the cherry piece. Maradi just slow about because how far out on Anna living in the halfway there.
Oh, what picking an
Come on. Now she go to manga wiki mo na o tela na mo. Tela mo la tela. Hey, hey.
So you're not fast this way of it.
Ah, mara ko ne.
Ah, no me creating stuff.
No me creating the. Hey, TV. Leopard. Hey, na go tela hey, na go tla. Hey, sabe que mo trayo.
Chaba e nngwe le tabogile gore I do think I can kill all. Jamming, if I let go for it.
Lions over there, and the two males are the white lions. So basically, a white lion is a lion with a recessive reproducism. They cannot produce as much melanin pigmentation as a brown lion. It doesn't change their behavior, their strength, or anything about an animal. It's just a lighter lion. That's it. So these guys were fed earlier on at 12 o'clock. Like, wake up in the morning, order room service, eat us through the whole day with the best medical rate ever. Now, because of that, they have an average lifespan of anything between 20 and 25 years. But in the wild, the luckiest lion only gets about 12 years. The first lion is Marshmallow. Behind Marshmallow, that's Nicholas.
So how did you lay another controller hand here? Yeah, how did you go outside.
The lions are full, you walk out and you want to come back again. No. 99.9% of the time when you get attacked by an animal, it's not because they are hungry.
Okay.
Firstly, they will feel connect. For your lions, they are aggressively territorial. So you jumping out, there's Nicholas and Marshmallow thinking about you. Oh, this person wants to steal our girlfriend. Let's attack. It's not because they are hungry at all. With the fatalities that we've had in the park, none of those had a lion eating a person. No.
Okay.
Killing, unfortunately, yes, but not eating. Because, like I said earlier, we feed them as often as possible to make sure it doesn't get to that point where they're too hungry to go for people for food.
Okay.
Yes.
But you know, before the guy who was training the lions, he was coming in all lions coming together there, and he was spraying some.
That's holy water, so they don't bite you. No, joking. That's a parasite spray. So it helps you get rid of the parasites and the ticks on the body. However, it's just him and the relationship that he has with the animal. Because lions have spikes on their tongue like any other cats, which is very good for grooming. But if you get a few licks from a fully grown lion, your skin will start peeling off eventually. That's how rough the tongue is. So that is good to remove the parasites and the ticks. But most importantly, it replaces their jaw pressure because they don't have a strong biting force. So instead of crushing their bones for the meat, they can use their sandpaper tongue to lick it off.
The guy that trained guy now is The guy before was
Yeah.
training them, but he's not here now. He's not here on that when they feed.
He was there.
But he's not coming out now.
He was outside. We did see Alex outside, right?
So he's there, that's there. But
Yeah.
before it was coming near to the thing and then
Those were feeding.
Yeah.
So he jumped out at George. Remember we saw George first? He gets out, he brings them to the vehicle. But sometimes he carries meat with him. So if they're going to feed the lions in a few minutes, there's no need for him to use meat. They must just wait for the feeding. You understand? Okay. Are we good here?
So do they know their names?
No, they don't. Yeah, they don't know their names. The names are just for your convenience, man.
Oh.
Yeah, they only speak one language.
Alright.
Meat. Meat is the language they speak. However, it's very important that every time when a lion is born, they get like a microchip with the birth information, so we can know which lion was born where. And when we start mixing up our prides to form new prides, we know which lion was born where. This helps us to avoid. But as for them, hearing the names, no, they don't. Alright. Yes. We good here?
Yeah.
Next we see the cheetahs. the reason why they color different is because the females will sit on the eggs or incubate the eggs during the day. So the brown gray color allows them to look like grass, which gives them a very good camouflage. And the males takes over the night shift and sit on the eggs.
What's that video?
I'm going to go forward a little bit, hold on.
Biltong yang lagi. Yes, biltong.
Biltong.
Yeah.
So because you guys are not talking to me, I'm going to tell you guys the name of the animal. If you want the information, you ask me your question. Okay?
Okay.
So more ostriches, and this is a warthog.
Biltong.
Pasongo, yeah. Jolly. It is the fastest.
Animal.
You guys
Ay,
understand
tawa
why
ko
they're
na ko
called
hita
warthogs?
koloy.
No.
But they
So
are fast.
next to their eyes on the face, they have facial warts. So those little lumps that are coming out, those are warts. And a hog on a warthog means a pig, so it's a pig with the warts.
So why do they bend their legs when they...
They have to pray for their food before they eat. So they have such short and thick necks, they can't bend it for too long. Kneeling down helps them to get closer to the grasses, and it allows them to use their snout so they can dig underneath for the roots. However, when they move into modern Pumba, there's a part where Pumba eats worms. So they can't show you Pumba eating meat, but they are actually omnivorous animals. They're not an animal that will go and prey on another animal, but if they do come across meat, they do eat. Okay. So there's some male ostriches make there. Your male birds are more prettier than the females because they are the ones that do the attraction. So your male ostriches are going to turn very bright pink on the front of their legs. And this shows the females that, okay, guy is ready for a date. But because they want a guy that works harder, what he does is that dance is very funny towards the potential females. And if the dance is bad, they go on a date 40 days later than they. They don't have time. No need to buy plenty to buy.
Pasongo, yeah.
unretractable. They're so now if they use them to hang on a tree branch, it causes them to slip and fall. But think of built-in soccer boots. It helps you grip on the ground when they need to accelerate to their top speed, and this is how they're able to run. No, if we start running like cheetahs, they're not supposed to. So they're so fast they can cover 100 kilometers per hour in 3 seconds. Total average speed is between 110 and 120 kilometers per hour. But they can only maintain their top speed for like 400 meter distance, so that's a short burst of speed. If they run more than that, they'll overheat and they'll actually die from running. So if you ever need to run away from the cheetahs one day, remember this conversation. You guys are overthinking. If it was me, I'll run faster than the person next to me. Yeah.
Is the only place you can find a tree?
Yes, you can actually go up.
But they behave like more like actual like house cats.
Yeah, like domestic cats. If you rub them behind the ears, they'll start purring. That's why you see them on movies and a lot of music videos when you see a lion, because these guys have more doors.
So that guy is not scared. The one that is closing the gate.
Mohale, are you scared of these cheetahs? That's your answer, Mede. Can we go?
Yeah, but if they run that fast, hey, he will be like trying to operate. Like for instance, and then they didn't put down that. Hey.
This is an African wild dog. No, I said wild dog, not a hyena. It's not a hyena, guys. Hyena's legs at the back are shorter than the legs in the front. Okay. The hyena that you confuse it with will be a spotted hyena. So they're brown with a round solid spot. A wild dog looks like it was painted. We also call them African painted dog.
What are you by mistake here?
Hey, yup. What's your guys' interest on this safari? Please indulge me.
Only lines.
Only lions. That's what makes me like, oh no, hyenas and leopards. You love hyenas? What do you like about them?
Take pictures as much as you can. Once you get home, then you post. Yeah, I'm just doing that
You guys in the
now.
back? Do you guys guys have any specific interest on the safari?
No, we were just interested in lions.
Birds, lions, we're driving down to the hyenas. It's about, sir, do you have any interest? Ask you.
I love
You don't
hyenas.
have any interest?
No,
I'm interested in hyenas, but I want to see them in the same cage with lions.
Yeah, because I don't want to see animals doing that. So we're driving down to the hyenas. It's about 10 minutes drive. If you see something, you will stop, okay?
Okay.
There used to be a person in this car.
We see the guy. I was talking about we see the guy get you.
About 3
Oh my god.
Because I know you're not
Hyenas just had a baby. I think the baby's about 2 weeks now. So if you go to the giraffe, just avoid her legs. She doesn't see where she wants to. One kick from a giraffe, you'll be paralyzed. Okay, just so you know. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes, and please come back alive.
I'm just looking for this. Remember where it's going? I'm out of here. We have hard gums.
Go see if you can eat that grass, bro. Go, yeah.
I don't want to do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
OT? It might be.
Mama, hey, do it. They have black.
Hold it up. Don't wave it, just hold it up.
Yeah, all the way with your arm. Stop being a baby. You're the one who's give it to me. I'll do it. I'll do it. Should I do it?
Oh, nice.
Mama, come here. Look at my guts in there. That's sure grass.
You don't eat grass.
There's mom and dad. There's mom and dad.
Hamza, be careful. Hamza, move, Hamza.
Oh, yeah, that's a fish tag. I guess I'm leaving the rock. I guess I'm leaving the rock.
When? Their tongues are so rough.
Yes, yes. That's it. That's right, Mom. Why are you looking at us like that? It's a picture, Bobo.
It's a video. Oh, Khozo, bona ka bo.
Meang.
Terry. See, there's another one on this side.
It's a bit darker here. It is a bit darker color. So, sorry. No.
I got a jackal. Yo, I like Pilishem. It's very tired. Yeah.
I'm moving with me.
He's very tired.
Oh, the black kid.
Hey, Shu, come here. Which one are you, Jack?
Her content.
Maybe mix pretty different.
Chana lagi. Mere idhar kacha
Hey, what cool, my brag.
I just want to adjust it to see, but yeah, pretty. Look at this guy.
whenever you feel like 2 hours, I think it's 2 hours. Yeah. 1 hour. So very dramatic.